Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Common Touch of Fantasy. We are reviewing To Whatever End by Claire Frank today. This is a self-published and a small press fantasy book, and I enjoyed this. I like this. This explores a underutilized part of fantasy, in my opinion, and that is a married couple and the conflicts that a fantasy world creates with a married couple. And I think because we know that these two characters are a little bit older and their relationship is really established, there's a sense of agency with their characters. And when one of them gets kidnapped, the reader gets really invested in this story. So we have Darrow and Cicely. They've been married for a while now. They were a part of the plot to oust the previous king, and now they're returning to the capital city. Darrow, the husband, gets kidnapped by these mysterious men with these weird magic powers, and Cicely has to use her connections with their old friends that helped oust the previous king to find Darrow. To Whatever End is a rather comfortable fantasy read up until the point when Darrow gets kidnapped. When Darrow gets kidnapped, things change a lot. Darrow is being psychologically tortured to forget his past and to become part of this evil empire thing where he uses his powers against good people. And the psychological torture is difficult at times to read, but it never really crosses a line where it makes me just want to put the book down. But because we have Cicely trying to find her husband and her having an issue finding him with her friends, there is this really sense of urgency that they must find Darrow before he becomes their enemy and forgets all about Cicely. And that's what drives the entire story forward. The magic is just okay. It's very familiar. A lot of the characters reminded me of kind of X-Men characters. They have mental powers. Some guy is able to blow up stones. Another guy is able to take away the energy around him. Another person is able to push and pull. Things like that. It's not incredibly deep, but it works. Cicely herself is relatively powerful in magic, and along with all the friends, which are soldiers and rogues, and a couple of them have magical powers as well, them finding Darrow in this big capital city, unraveling the political intrigue plot, is very interesting and an enjoyable read. However, this book is written really simplistically. Claire Frank doesn't really turn a phrase very well. Nothing really stabs you in the heart or really makes it stand out. The vocabulary is relatively mundane and simplistic, but it works. It's still okay. It's still an okay read. It's just sometimes it gets a little boring and your mind can drift. You're not connected to the prose all that much. This is a quick book. It's about a rescue. They're rescuing Darrow. I like that they're rescuing the husband and not the wife. And one of the bad guys in this book is a big player in the book. And we're going to see him more in the sequels. I'm hoping in the sequels that the world is really fleshed out more. It's just more ambitious in general, and that the writing is stronger. I gave this a 3. I liked this book. I mainly liked it because it was a married couple, and I really felt a connection to this married couple. For the plot, I only gave it a 2. It was okay. For characters, I gave it a 3. For world building, I gave it a 2. For writing style, I gave it a 2. And for heart and mind aspect, I gave it a 3. If the idea of a married couple being separated and their love being torn apart and the urgency that creates in a fantasy book for them to get back together, to come to find each other again before someone turns evil, if that sounds interesting to you, check this out. to Whatever End by Claire Frank. I'll probably keep reading this series and check out the sequel and see if the sequel really improves this overall story. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Please like if you enjoyed this review, comment if you have anything to say, and subscribe if you're not. The written review is below if you want to check that out, and also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and on Goodreads. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Please come back again sometime. Thanks for watching.